Angie McKinney with the IEP Technical Assistance Center with a tip for basic classroom management. One important aspect of classroom management that doesn't involve points, clips, cards, or rewards is the purposeful physical arrangement of the classroom. Creating a well-structured physical space is crucial for meeting both the learning and behavioral needs of students. The design of the classroom can significantly impact students' engagement, focus, and overall well-being. Have you ever walked into a space, classroom or otherwise, that made you feel calm, at ease, anxious, or overwhelmed? Well, me too. Space matters. So here are some key things to consider when structuring the physical environment of your classroom. Let's start by talking about seating. One aspect of seating is the actual physical seat. So you may or may not have any choice in the furniture in your room, but sometimes you do. It is important that the students fit the desks, chairs, or tables. There can be a large range of student and furniture sizes in your room based on height and weight. I remember seeing a student in a classroom whose feet could not touch the ground and his chin was just above the top of his desk. Adjust the furniture when you can and allow for some different seating options, such as tables for students who need to stand while working, or comfortable seating areas for reading. Now, this could be as simple as just chair cushions. Be careful not to go to extremes though. Not every student in your room needs or can handle a ball chair or a wobble stool. Another aspect of seating is how the seating is arranged within the room. First, consider what you expect your students to do. If you use a lot of collaborative work, consider arranging your students in clusters or pods. It's best when you have the flexibility to rearrange as needed. But don't throw your back out doing this yourself. Teach students the procedures for quickly and quietly rearranging desks for a specific purpose. Now, this will likely take some practice, but it's just another procedure your students can learn, and it creates purposeful movement in the classroom. When arranging the room, it's important that there are clear pathways for movement and accessibility, preventing congestion and allowing easy access to resources. Consider the mobility needs of your students as well. Make sure that your desk is in a strategic location that allows monitoring of the entire classroom for better classroom management. Be sure that there are clear pathways around the room that will allow you to quickly reach key students who might need academic or behavioral support. Create specific areas dedicated to predetermined activities. For example, many of you already have a reading corner with a variety of books to encourage independent reading. Now, typically this space comes with comfy seating or a rug on the floor, but you may want to designate specific areas for different activities, such as a writing station, a technology corner, or a hands-on learning space. Now let's talk a little bit about organization. Provide ample storage for students to keep their belongings organized, reducing the clutter and distractions. I've seen examples from chair back pockets to lockers to cubbies to plastic crates, but it's also important that everything in the classroom has a place: supplies, location to return homework, calculators, etc. Another organizational strategy is to use bulletin boards, charts, and posters to display important information, schedules, and learning resources. I know this sounds simple, but precious instructional minutes can sometimes be wasted on finding things, answering questions that could be supported by the visuals in the classroom, or the daily chaos of trying to help a student pack up a disorganized mess at the end of the day. Now let's talk about decor. Many teachers spend a great deal of time and money each year to decorate their classroom, and there's usually a theme: Disney, underwater sea creatures, whatever. I've also seen some classrooms that were basically bare walls. Consider something of a happy medium without overwhelming the classroom space. Make sure that the materials and decorations reflect the backgrounds and interests of your students. So look at the posters and decorations in the room and ask, can each of my students connect with some of what they see? Is the theme relevant to the students, or is it just that I like it? Finally, let's talk about behavior support and the room structure. So when students get dysregulated, and you know that they do, is there a space in the classroom where they can calm, breathe, journal, use sensory materials, pace, exercise, or just take a break that will help them to be successful? Many of these strategies are used regularly in the classroom, but may not produce the effect that we're hoping for simply because of the limitations of the space. Sometimes those strategies need a little privacy, like deep breathing in the back corner of the room that needs to be slightly blocked off. For students who need to pace, is there a dedicated area for this that won't distract others? Sometimes the activity just needs quiet, like for journaling or resting. You may not always have a quiet space, but you could utilize headphones with music or just with noise blocking in order to achieve this. Remember, the key is to find a balance in your room to meet the diverse needs of your students while fostering a positive and inclusive learning environment.